Welcome to your daily dose of enlightenment. You've landed on Knowledge Planet, where curiosity thrives and the enigmatic is revealed daily. We delve into a variety of topics, shedding light on the hidden and sharing insights to amaze you. Consider us more than just a channel. We're a growing community, a family of knowledge seekers. We're on a mission to reach global corners, inviting you to join our exploratory. We need you, our growing family. In red, subscribe, become part of our community, share your thoughts, interact with us. A like, a dislike, all count. Don't forget to stay updated, ring our notification bell, stay tuned, stay curious, and together we'll continue to explore the vast expanse of Knowledge Planet. Do you know what happens from a scientific point of view to our body when cannabis is consumed? Welcome to the Knowledge Planet series on the effects of drugs, a series designed to understand how drugs work and what potential harm they can cause. So let's start by saying that if you eat cannabis flowers, so the raw flower itself, nothing special happens to our body. We won't experience the so-called psychotropic effects. The key element that activates the active ingredients is heat. When cannabis is burned, the THCA, which is the main active ingredient that is not yet active, becomes activated by transforming into THC. If someone made a cake with uncooked marijuana, it wouldn't do anything. The cakes, or the so-called brownies that give the psychotropic effect, do so because they have been cooked, and thus the THC loses its A and becomes THC. Specifically, it loses a molecule of carbon dioxide. Now, the point is, once it enters the bloodstream, what happens from a biochemical point of view to our body? I'll hand it over to our chemist, Dana. All right, thank you. In addition to THC, there is another substance present. CBD. The interesting thing is that THC and CBD have the exact same molecular formula, C21H30O2. However, despite this, they have completely different effects on the body, one from the other. This is due to a small difference in molecular structure, not so much in the formula. THC has an oxygen atom that forms a closed ring in this area, while CBD in the same area has an open ring. Despite being small, this difference is fundamental. So, what are the effects of THC and CBD on our body? Well, one of the first visible effects of THC is that the eyes become red. This phenomenon is due to vasodilation. In simple terms, blood vessels dilate, allowing a greater flow of blood. In fact, the capillaries present in the sclera, the white part of the eye, also dilate and become visible to the naked eye. Other possible effects of THC are tachycardia, bradycardia, so an increase or a decrease in heart rate, but also the so-called munchies. That is an apparently unmotivated increase in appetite, even with an alteration in taste, sensation, and aromas. These are the main physical effects. From a psychological point of view, THC can influence learning. In the precise moment when smoke is inhaled, the substances of marijuana, of cannabis, enter the bloodstream through the lungs within a few seconds. THC and CBD, these two fascinating compounds, are now journeying through your body. They're carried by your bloodstream, first reaching your heart before being pumped to every corner of your body, including the brain. But the brain, it's a fortress, protected by a highly selective barrier known as the blood-brain barrier. This barrier restricts the entry of most compounds, but THC and CBD, they have a VIP pass. They're fat-soluble, which means they can easily slip through the barrier and enter the brain. Once inside, they start interacting with the network of neurons. THC, with its closed-ring structure, fits perfectly into a receptor called the CB1 receptor, like a key into a lock. This receptor is part of the endocannabinoid system, a complex cell signaling system in our bodies. When THC binds to the CB1 receptor, it triggers a series of events leading to the effects we associate with a marijuana high. The euphoria, the altered sensory perception, the increased appetite, the reduced pain sensitivity. CBD, on the other hand, doesn't bind directly with the CB1 receptor. Instead, it interacts with other receptors, such as the serotonin and vanilloid receptors. This is why CBD is associated with effects like reducing anxiety and inflammation without the psychoactive effects of THC. Finally, THC could also bind to receptors in the cardiovascular system, the heart, arteries, veins, inducing a change in heart rate, and thus causing slight tachycardia or bradycardia. So there you have it, the fascinating journey of THC and CBD through our bodies, from the moment they enter our lungs to the moment they manifest their effects. All right, that was a lot to take in, wasn't it? We've just seen how THC and CBD journey through our body and interact with our cells. Now, we're going to delve a little deeper into the different effects these two compounds have on us. Let's start with THC. As we've seen, THC binds to the CB1 receptors in our brain, triggering a series of events that give us that marijuana high. This can result in feelings of euphoria, altered sensory perception, increased appetite, and reduced pain sensitivity. These effects can vary widely between individuals and can be influenced by factors such as the strain of cannabis, the method of consumption, and the individual's tolerance. Now let's switch gears and talk about CBD. Unlike THC, CBD doesn't directly bind to the CB1 receptor. Instead, it interacts with other receptors, like the serotonin and vanilloid receptors. This is why CBD is often associated with reducing anxiety and inflammation without the psychoactive effects of THC. This difference in action has led to a growing interest in the use of CBD in medicine. Research is still in early stages, but preliminary results suggest that CBD could potentially be used to treat a range of conditions from epilepsy to chronic pain. However, it's important to note that while cannabis and its components have potential medicinal benefits, they are not without risks. Especially during adolescence, when the brain is still developing, cannabis consumption can lead to long-term cognitive impairment. It's also worth noting that the effects of cannabis can vary widely between individuals, and the long-term effects of regular cannabis consumption are not fully understood. In conclusion, while it's unlikely that one could die of a cannabis overdose, it's important to approach cannabis consumption with caution and awareness. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of THC and CBD. Stay tuned for more enlightening content from Knowledge Planet. As we wrap up our deep dive into the intriguing world of THC and CBD, we have to remember that knowledge is power. And in this whirlwind of a world, staying connected has never been more important. This is why you're here, Knowledge Planet, a place of engaging content, community, and shared experiences. If you found this video enlightening, we encourage you to subscribe, comment, and share. Your participation doesn't just help us grow, it enriches our collective understanding. Each comment, each share, each subscription adds a new perspective to our community, enabling us to learn and grow together. We are all explorers in the vast universe of knowledge, and your engagement helps us chart the course. So don't forget to click the bell icon. It's a small step for you, but a giant leap for our Knowledge Planet community. As we continue to explore new topics and delve into the depths of knowledge, remember, you are an integral part of this journey. Here's to growing our family one video at a time. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring. Goodbye from Knowledge Planet.